traveling?
It looks like it hasn't been used at all.
Well, they might not even know.
It's possible. I mean, you could stand here for months pressing symbols and still not find a combination that opens a wormhole.
Yes, O'Neill.
It was like an explosion, Corner. I heard it.
There wasn't any explosion.
I'm telling you, I heard something. It was a big
what?
You heard us.
Where did you come from? How did you get in here?
Door was open. Is there anyone around here who might be considered in charge?
Me. Show me your papers.
We don't really have any papers. We're travelers. We've come to meet you.
You meet me?
Not you.
No, actually, I meant your people. I'm Daniel. This is Major Carter and Jack O'Neill and Teal'c.
Who would give you a name like Teal'c?
It was given by my father. Strength.
You remember your father?
For as long as I draw breath.
Then you could have not been here at the time of the Vorlix.
Vorlix, that doesn't ring a bell.
It was the day that all we know of ourselves was taken away.
We can only remember the days since the Vorlix. Before that, nothing.
Well, still don't detect anything out of the ordinary, sir. Neither did the mount. I think we're okay.
The Malp is worthless. You all trust.
You needn't worry, friend. Kira says that...
So you all just woke up one day and didn't know who you were. How does that work?
My first memory after the Vorlix was of running in the streets, as though for my life. She was running right there beside me, whoever she is.
Seems like some kind of mass amnesia, sir. It happened to a friend of mine during the Gulf War. Her chopper went down and she was knocked out. When she came to, her memories and identity before the crash were gone.
So everybody on this planet took a hit to the head?
Well, no, sir. I'm not sure what could cause something like amnesia on this scale.
I've never before encountered such an occurrence.
All of our elders are missing as well.
You remember elders?
No, but there are photographs of them in every house.
The children are gone, too.
If we ever had children.
Well, we weren't grown on trees. We came from somewhere.
Then why have we photographs of the elders and none of the children? Answer me that. Daft. But if you do have any information we could use, you must see Kira.
That's the second time you mentioned that name.
You don't know who Kira is?
She is Minister of Health, Science, and Restructuring in the Vias Transitional Government.
Busy gal.
We're all busy.
Well, we would be lost without her. And you know it?
Well, after you.
You needn't flatter the woman when she isn't even in the room.
I'll take them. You go home.
Well, don't expect supper.
Never do.
Kira, there are some people here who want to see
They will
you.
have to wait for the moment, Orner. Does that help? No. Breathe. Those with allergies to foods can't remember them.
Well, it looks like she's going into anaphylactic shock.
Breathe now. There. Better? Yes. Thank you. Rest here a while. Orner, you were about to introduce your friends.
They are travelers, Kira, from far away.
I can see that.
O'Neill, Carter, Daniel, and Teal.
So I'm guessing you were, or are, a doctor.
It seems to me that before the Vorlix I helped others. That is all that I sense. Are you?
A doctor? No. No. Oh, well, yes. I'm a doctor of archaeology. I study the past.
Then you are a most welcome visitor here, Daniel.
They were not here at the time of the Vorlix.
You've done absolutely the right thing in bringing them here, Orner. Thank you. He fervently believes that we are husband and wife, and that we need not wait until we regain our memories in order to renew our relationship. Perhaps you can help us. Please, follow me. This room has all of the knowledge and research we've been able to recover since the Vorlix. I've spent every waking hour in here, reading, searching, dispensing whatever useful information I find. If you were able to help us, I know our people would be eternally grateful.
You seem to have everything under control.
On the contrary, sir. We're falling apart. Industry and agriculture and violence. And when winter comes, it will be disastrous. Nothing less. You're not from Vias.
What gave us away?
Whatever agent that caused the Vorlix is gone, but its effects were pandemic. If you know who you are, then you cannot be of this world.
Oh. Well, you know that big round ring thing you got stashed in a warehouse down the road?
So it is a transportation device.
So it is.
We call it a Stargate.
Stargate, yes. Dr. Zervis mentioned that word in his research. Though I have given up hope of ever finding this Dr. Zervis amongst our people, his papers have taught me much. Here. Our visitor claims to have come to Vias from beyond the stars themselves. Although I still cannot comprehend the science behind this Stargate device she claims to have used. I have studied this device since, but have been unable to activate it.
Kira, could you go back to the part about the visitor again?
She's mentioned many times in the archive.
What can you tell us about her?
And that she was somewhat of an apothecary, and that she did not survive the Vorlix.
How do you know that?
The bodies of an elder woman and man were discovered some days later in a building destroyed by explosion. The only remains of our elders we have found. We deduce the male must have been Dr. Zervis, and the female matches what little description he gave in his notes of the visitor.
What is the name of this elder woman?
It is mentioned here, yes. She calls herself Linnea.